Hi, I'm Adrian Manns, and I'd like to welcome you to my Around the Horn NASDAQ Scalper Trading Plan. In this video, I'd like to address the first question people usually have for me about how to use this service. So every day that I can find setups that have good volatility, there's going to be a trading plan. What I then do is plot a chart of each one of the stocks that are targeted on that trading plan, and I draw the lines for each one of the entries that are anticipated by the plan. So the plan is all about yesterday's volatility, right? The zones where things happened over the course of the trading day yesterday are going to predict where they're going to happen again today. So we see right off the opening bell, we have this move higher with this classic checkmark pattern, and then it slams back down through our first line, gets us down to our first target. That's 44 cents a share. Usually these targets aren't this wide, but in this case, the volatility from the previous session warranted it. When price backs off, we get ready for another entry, and this time it moves down through that 48.02 line and all the way down to 47.53. Take a profit, price backs off again, and we get this double hitter or kings and queens kind of a reversal pattern down through 47.53, and this time it hits 47.15. Now if you're trading this as a first half-hour strategy, which I do sometimes, you're done. If I want to keep working with the strategy for the first hour, what I do is wait and see if I get a rebound all the way back up into one of these zones and then a move back down through it. And here we see that at just about 10:30 we get another reversal, goes down, hits that 48.02 entry line again, and then all the way down to 47.53. Moves higher again, check mark reversal, boom, right back down through. And over the course of the session we see that there are several opportunities then for that exact same type of an entry. Now if you're asking, do these work better right around the open? The answer is yes. They're usually most reliable, most dependable right around that opening bell is where I get the best entries on these, and I am generally not sitting in front of my machine waiting for these late day trades, although they can wind up being very good as well. Over the course of the session, you can also plot additional lines based on today's volatility, especially when it overlaps with the previous session. And really this is just about waiting for the best entry opportunities, waiting for those reversals that really look like they've got a little bit of momentum behind them, knowing that those happen early in the session and that the range-bound trades happen later in the day. With regard to the directional bias on the trading plan, what I generally tend to do is early in the day I adhere very strictly to the direction that I think the stock has the most momentum. In this case, let's say this is a short entry, a short entry, a short entry, and then there's no entry here unless I want to go through and draw some additional volatility bands, which you can always do if you can spot that volatility and find enough profit in it to make some sense of. But generally speaking, early in the day when the big moves come, I will follow them in the direction that is biased on the trading plan. So if it says short, I'll stick to shorts. Later in the session, when a stock starts to travel in ranges or becomes range bound, then I will look for the bottom and the top of a range and use that as a scalping opportunity for a long entry, a short entry, a long entry, a short entry, right? As long as I can identify the spots at which the inflections are occurring, then it's not necessary for me to only go on the short side. And of course, what's really nice about that is I can keep the commissions to a minimum, because say for instance I sell short on this move down through this 48.02 line. When I get down to 47.65, which I've now later in the day identified as another place that price is bouncing, I can buy double the number of shares and look for the move back up to this 48.02 zone. And by buying double the shares, I've only paid one commission to close out a short sale and to establish a long position. So there are lots of little tips and tricks that I will be sharing with you over the course of your subscription to this trading plan. Generally, they'll come in the form of a video. There's usually a video every couple days, and what I try to focus on is either order management or the handling of a particular trade. And if you have any questions that fall outside of what I'm showing you in the videos, please feel free to send me an email at adrian@traderinsight.com. I'm always happy to answer your questions. So once again, I'd like to thank you for your membership in our trading service. And I'd like to encourage you to make use of the War Room, since that's a place that you can see us trading live, and you can ask questions in real time and get answers, hopefully, that are going to clear up any issues that you might have. That's it for now. Make sure to check back here frequently for new videos. The best trader education anywhere, only from TraderInsight.com.